Fala galera, tudo bom? Aqui é o Marcelo Forlani e eu tenho uma pergunta pra você. Quem é que não aguenta mais esperar pela estreia de Shang-Chi e a Lenda dos Dez Anéis? É isso aí, o filme finalmente chega no dia 2 de setembro aqui no Brasil e eu posso dizer que já é uma das minhas histórias de origem favoritas dentro do MCU. Essa é a primeira vez que a gente tem ali um protagonista asiático no filme de herói, com o ator Simu Liu no papel de Shang-Chi. E antes da estreia eu pude bater um papo com o diretor Destin Cretton sobre a importância dessa representatividade nos cinemas e também sobre as belas sequências de porradaria que o filme entrega. Confere aí! Hello sir, how are you?
I'm well, how are you?
No bad, no bad. Well, today is the 5th birthday of Mr. Ke Huy Quan, aka Data from Goonies and Short Round from Indiana Jones. And while we were growing up, he was one of the few Asian actors on screen. This movie is part of some big changing in that scenario, right? How important was it for you to be in that position right now?
It feels very special. I mean, it is funny because Goonies was one of my favorite movies growing up, and Data was like the only character that I could kind of relate to, so I just gravitated toward that character. And it is very sadly true that typically the Asian characters are typically the character that you laugh at as opposed to with in movies in the past. And so to be able to tell a story like this where the Asian characters are the heroes, they're also the antagonists, but we had the space to not just give them one-liners. We had the space to really explore them as people, to show them in all of their sides, to see Asian characters who have drastically different personalities and are dealing with pain and joy and struggle just like all of us. So it was very, very special for me to be a part of this process.
I've got to say that I love the movie. It's already one of my favorite Marvel origin films, and I don't want to spoil it for people, but we are having some old friends coming back, including a certain Lucky Charm of yours, if I may say. What was your idea and what was already about to happen on this MCU machinery?
I mean, everything is a collaboration, but when I came in, I was really drawn to the idea of doing a real intimate family drama mixed into the spectacle of a big martial arts movie, and that was something that everybody at the studio got very excited about and continued to remind me of as we were shooting these giant action sequences. It was equally important to remind the audience of the real emotional inner journeys that these characters were on.
Talking about martial arts, they are amazing, and I don't know how familiar you were with shooting those scenes, but what did you learn from them? Because it looks really amazing.
I mean, I came into this movie as a fan of martial arts movies of the past. I've never shot one before, and I was really privileged to be surrounded by some masters of the craft. Brad Allen, who is the head of our stunt department, was really he put a lot of emphasis on showing the proper respect to the genre and to the previous movies that came before us, and hired a really incredible team of stunt people from mainland China and Hong Kong who put together these really beautiful sequences that unlike anything I'd seen before.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
And congrats.
I cannot wait for you all to see the movie, and I hope you have a wonderful time.
Meu filho, não pode fugir do passado.
É isso que você queria!